Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. And I was at Central New York Con, year one, over the past weekend. Got home yesterday. And it was a spot on amazing con. I'm probably going to, not today, not tomorrow. I got a lot of acquisitions that I want to show off, including fortune cookies. You had to be there to understand, but there's a game that includes fortune cookies. And they're huge colored fortune cookies. But I'll get to that not today. But it got me thinking, Central New York Con. I had an amazing experience. And Roger was kind enough to make me a special guest. And I had a great time. And it made me think that certain conventions, when you attend as a special guest or in any other capacity, it feels almost like work sometimes. And it doesn't feel like work when you're amongst your own community because these are the people you want to meet, right? These are the people you want to spend time with. And the other special guests. Uh, what is it? Diversity in Dragons, Double D or DD. Uh, DM Bloodworth, Craig Gillespie. These are people that either, like Greg, I've known for years and consider a friend, or Bloodworth, I've known for years and consider a friend, but we don't get to see each other as often. Greg, I get to see at most of the conventions I go to, with a few exceptions. Um, Diversity in Dragons. I've watched his stuff. It was great to actually meet the man in person and be on his live. I had fun. I had fun. So, am I tired? Am I still recovering? Yes, but I had fun. WizardCon, another first year, two cons, their first year. Again, an old school community, my community. These are people that fit into my community, North Texas. Certainly like that. I have one more con coming up this year. I got Shire Con. And Shire Con is about as old school as you're going to get. I've got six cons on my schedule, or my calendar for 2025 had six conventions on it, and I'm going through those conventions and I'm trying to figure out, do I want to go to six again next year? And listen, let's be honest. In our case, we don't have little kids. We have pets. Our dog is older and needs medication. Our cat has to be taken care of, fed, watered, pan cleaned. Of course, the dog has to have the wee pads picked up. And we rely upon my parents. But again, they're getting older, so now I can't maintain a schedule of six cons forever. Why do you go to conventions, right? That's going to be one of the questions. It's going to be part of probably the title of this. Why do you go to conventions? Do you go to game? Certainly, a lot of people do. Do you go to shop? Certainly, a lot of people do. Do you go to socialize? For me, the socialization aspect is the primary aspect. Yeah, you hang out at the bar that's connected to the convention, or you hang out in a common area, and you get to meet the people that watch your videos, read your blog, know you from online, or old school gamers. And if I'm not going to old school gaming conventions, then am I getting the same experience, right? I mean, God bless the 5e players, but if I go to a convention that's heavily 5e, am I going to get the same experience? And I had as much fun meeting people for the first time at CNY, other retired law enforcement, everybody's gamers, um, that I really was struck that, hey, yeah, it's a 200-person con, but it packs the punch of a much larger convention when it comes to what it offers you. That's Central New York Con. It offers pretty much on par with North Texas, which I consider to be my home away from home. So it's like a holy ground. Okay, I'll make my pilgrimage to Rome one day, but North Texas will have to suffice for now. But CNY to me seems like it's going to be North Texas on the East Coast. And why is that? Well, it's just like North Texas is. It's a neutral ground, right? We don't care what your politics are. We don't care where you are on social issues. We just want a game. We want to talk gaming, and we want to share experiences with people that have the same excitement about old school gaming as we do. So if going to a convention starts feeling more like work and an obligation, then do you go to it? I don't know. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. I enjoy being a special guest at conventions. The perks are fine. Sometimes the perks include a free room. That makes it even better. But if it doesn't include a free room for your special guest, then you get to the point where it's like I got to make decisions, right? Like North Texas is the one con I will fly to, and there are some great cons this summer going on that I will not be able to make it to because they're beyond my driving limit, which is apparently 13 hours or so in one day. Uh, EggCon in Lake Geneva is in July. It's going to be a smaller con. I expect somewhere between probably 300 to 350, maybe they'll hit 400, but it's going to be a smaller convention. And it's going to be the type of people that I would want to be hanging around old school gamers and members of the old school crowd, some of the originals from TSR. And then you also have VangerCon in Madison, much smaller, probably about 40 or 50 people. But you got one of the main people from behind Call of Cthulhu who are going to be there as a special guest. And that's obviously a more, dare I say, intimate con. I know Vanger's reputation. I don't want to hear the jokes. But, I mean, these are conventions that if you're, I said this before in another episode, if you're in the Midwest or Wisconsin, Michigan, and that whole Ohio area, you should probably consider going to them. All right? You should probably put them at some point on your list of places to attend. Because, again, for me, conventions are about meeting the community that I'm part of. Old school gaming, OSR gaming, folks that frequent the tavern in all its incarnations. And I don't know, I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, where's my limit? I mean, 6 cons is definitely pushing my limit. I couldn't do a 7th. I don't even know if I can continue with 6. So you gotta balance it, and it's a weird feeling because I like to go to conventions that have no drama attached to them, right? And anybody that brings drama to a convention is doing a convention to the service and the other attendees of the service. And if you bring it to one convention, then I expect you're going to probably bring similar drama to another convention. So I got choices to make. And you have choices to make. I'm telling you right now, if you're within 5 hours drive of Central New York Con. Put it on your list for next year, for July. I believe Roger plans on making it a Friday afternoon through Sunday afternoon con. 2.5, 3 days. Um, the venue treated us very well. And as a side note, I go to many conventions. I've gone to GaryCon, Game Hall, TotalCon, Page, ShireCon, North Texas, Central New York. The best internet connection on par with my home internet connection was at Central New York Con. Amazing. I had to tell the manager that when we were checking out. Great. If you're a vendor, that's something to look forward to, because a lot of these conventions, the convention space has piss poor, if not zero, internet connection. I didn't have to use my hotspot for nothing. So, next con for me and Rach is ShireCon. It's a wonderful convention up in Northwest Connecticut. It's held at a VFW, so if you want to attend, you're going to have to get an Airbnb or a bed and breakfast. It's a beautiful area. If there's a con of ShireCon, that is the con. But Tom Wilson runs a great convention, and really, there is zero drama at that convention. And that's really what I think I'm gonna. Maybe that's how I'll make my decision if I need to cap myself. What kind of drama is attached? Like, Gary Con had that drama a couple of years ago, right? With the Satine and Jameson faux marriage. I mean, they were already married. Do you need that drama? By the way, that marriage didn't last, but be that as it may. No, I don't. I don't need that drama. So, all right, folks. On that note, actually, leave me a comment and tell me what gaming conventions you go to. And if you want to go even further, you can let me know why. I mean, why you go conventions in general. I don't need to know why I go to this one for this. But what do you go to game? Do you go to run games? Do you go to shop? Do you go to meet people? What's your primary motivation of going to conventions? For me, my primary is to meet people. So when I was working the Frog God booth at Game Hole and GaryCon, it was great. I got to meet people in my community in the OSR and old school gaming, because that's who was coming to the booth. I didn't have to find them; they found me. Didn't feel like work. So, all right, folks. On that note, live stream tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Should be a fun one. We have Keelan and Ian McGartney. So it's going to be a 2 for guests. 8 p.m. tomorrow on this very channel. By the way, thank you to all the members who are supporting the channel. We've got 51. You all are awesome. And tenkars-tavern.games/Amazon if you want to support by shopping at Amazon via the Tavern's affiliate link, or tenkars-tavern.games/DTRPG for the drive-through link. That stuff is up in the upper right-hand corner for your convenience. All right, folks, be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. Back tomorrow with a live stream, 8 p.m. God bless.